you know, for every, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Patrice Lumumba, these heroes that we know who get assassinated in the line of creating new worlds for our people, there's all of the millions of nameless heroes who get shot in the face on the front line. You know, them ones who in all those thousands of people murdered in Palestine, we won't know all of their names. We won't know them. All those people in the Congo since 1996 have been murdered so that we can have these iPhones in the world. Do you know what I mean? We won't know who they are. But when the victory comes and Babylon burns and the new possibilities rise and can take stand when there ain't gonna be someone coming and assassinating our most prominent leaders, it's those people who made that happen. We might sing the praises and write songs about the Mandelas and the Thomas Sankaras, the Morris Bishops, but every single person who played their role, that's the substance.
I also feel like part of the problem with the way the system is run is that they're not trying to necessarily assassinate the people, but they're trying to assassinate the art that's going to get the message to the people.
This too. Well, it's the same process, no? Like, and that's the thing.
That's why you're getting so much of like the negativity in music these days, because all the record companies are obviously funding that. You know the story, bro.
And they're all owned by one record label.
Everything.
You get me? Universal own everything. Done. You know what I mean? And you know, I've seen interviews when there's and this again, we talk about conspiracy theories, bro. I've seen the man say it out of his own mouth in an interview, because he doesn't get interviewed about music. He gets interviewed about business. You know them ones, because his mission is business. It's not about message, music, culture, nothing. Do you know them ones? And they were like,
are you talking about Lucian?
Nah, but bigger than him, the owner of Universal. Do you know them ones, yeah? And they were like, oh, you know, gangster rap. And they didn't even ask him that question. They asked him something else. Do you know them ones? And he was like, yeah, we realized that they were doing great, so we basically bought them all. Do you know them ones? And this is the future. His business mind is thinking, this is the future, let's buy it all. You know what I mean? Because, there's all these independent record labels that were doing their thing, they were all under this thing, under this umbrella. Do you know what I mean? And so when you hear people like Styles P talking about, yeah, I had this track about revolution and they said I can't put it on my album. This is filtered down because the business model of that giant conglomerate, you're fucking with that if you're saying don't buy things. Do you know them ones like? And so all these conspiracy theories, you know that one going around about, oh, there was the meeting, they all sat down and they had this meeting about, you know, let's kill off the black people. You know, whether that meeting took place or not, whether there was a one specific meeting where everyone sat down, you haven't got to have any conjecture about what that thing is and what that thing isn't, because the man done said it out of his own mouth. We bought these things up to make them what we want them to be, and what they want it to be is whatever sells.